Dan is going to top out, and Gwafey is good in game number 3. And that is going to do it. Peak here with the top out on 28 at 925 in 3, 2, 1 Tetris. Just keep playing if you run into tech issues. On the left side of your screen, it is Tristop, who I don't know. I don't know if he's played in a while. I just don't remember seeing Tristop all that much in the last few months. But here he is back in the monthly Masters event, qualified into seed number 2 with a 1.63 million. That got him a second seed and enabled him to skip rounds 1 and rounds 1 and 2. So he is here playing in the top 16, his first match in this month's tournament. It's got an overall PB of 13.79 million. That is good for 4th on the overall PB leaderboard. He was ranked 15th in the most recent Premier poll. He was the first player ever to get a DAS 1.3. He's the 5th game crasher. Oh, there's 11 DAS 1.3s right now, or at least people who've gotten them. And yeah, he was the first one. 5th game crasher. Tristop has been in the finals 3 times of CTM Masters event. Most recently in September 2021. He's been in the semifinals 4 times, most recently in September of 2024. He's been in Mega Masters twice. He's won a future circuit back of June of 2021. CTWC Gold player 5 times. Finished as high as the top 4. Did that in 2024 and finished in the top 8 twice, including this most recent CTWC. He was the winner of the Montreal Regional and the Philly Regional and the Columbus WPL Regional last year. And you also saw him playing in Boston and Detroit this year. Top 4 finishes in those. And second in Season 1 of the DAS Champions League. That happened earlier this year. No record against Gwafey. They've never played, as far as I can tell. So that is interesting. And on the right side of your screen, it is Gwafey, who qualified into this tournament with seed number 18 with a 1.32 average of his best 2 games played in a 60-minute qualifier. So Gwafey had to play all the rounds, defeated 20 Dan 03 in round 1, defeated Peak in round 2. Has a PB of 2.96 million. That's good for about 27th on the overall leaderboard. He has finished as high as the top 8 in Masters. That was in January of 2025. Has been in Mega Masters 2 times the last 2 years. CTWC 2 times in the gold bracket, finishing as high as the top 16, which he did. This year, you've also seen Gwafey taking 4th in the Northeast Regional last year, top 8 in Boston this year. Also played in that Boston last year as well. 289 for Gwafey, 364 for Tristop. And Tristop ahead by, between 5 and 9 lines at any given time. And has a 4 Tetris lead. Tetris for Tristop, 435, 353 for Gwafey. And Gwafey, as far as I can tell, no record against any of the players in this bracket. So I didn't find any results against Tristop, against Cole, or maybe there was one CTL or something. I don't know. but I didn't find any significant matches. Because Gwafey does not have a ton of matches in match history, so... Which is amazing, you know, how well he has performed with, you know, so few matches in the match database. Compared to a lot of the other players. You know, 80 matches overall going back to 2022. But yeah, none against Tristop. And as far as I could tell, yeah, none against Cole or Eyeball. 556 for Tristop. 473 for Gwafey. And we're into 19. Tristop is at 583. 509 for Gwafey immediately upon 19 entry. And a Tetris for Gwafey, 559. 609 for Tristop. Tetris Gwafey, 637. 663 for Tristop. Tristop last played in CTM Masters in February, so didn't play in March, in Mega Masters, or in May. So it's good to have Tristop back here after a pretty good run in CTWC. Where you figure he finished in the top 8. 783 for Tristop. Tetris for Gwafey, 755. Another Tetris Gwafey, 785. All right, Gwafey up pretty high here, but gets a long bar over, no problem. It's going to end up creating a gap here, or yeah, just going to take a couple of rows of burning here to get rid of this. 942 for Tristop, 853 for Gwafey. Okay, there, Gwafey trying to down stack here, trying to fight this down. That T goes to the left, drops that Z in the middle. The T-spin is sick right there. Oh, we're going to overshoot with that L piece. Would love a well-timed bar here. It's kind of all in on it. No, and that's going to be a top out for Gwafey at 878. And Tristop is good in game number 1. All right, looks like both players are ready. Let's get them started. Game number 2, Tristop and Gwafey. All right, players stacking for their first Tetrises. And a little droughty to start us off. But there we go. Tucking a Tetris for Gwafey. Both of these players involved in pretty insane matches during 2025 CTWC. If you haven't watched it all yet, go find the VODs. Although they are releasing, I was surprised to see how quickly they are releasing or editing and getting up the individual matches this year. It's like, wait a minute, what? It's like They're already starting to post it, and it's still the same month that it happened. All right, Gwafey getting up pretty high on the board here. Oh, no, that left side is going to be cut off, and that is a top out for Gwafey. The chase down target for Tristop is irrelevant because he got that Tetris. So that is a top out at 74,000 for Gwafey. And Tristop, you are good in game number 2. Let's count them down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, Joseph not in the tournament this month. He was playing Fortnite, couldn't make it, but maybe next time. All right, another bad seed here, I think, for these two players. Right, Gwafey getting it brought down. Uncovers the right side. Has to put that S there, though, in columns 9 and 10. Opens it up again. Waiting for the bar. And where are the bars? Where are they? I think Joseph cursing this stream, actually. And there we go. Finally, bars for these players. Gwafey gets his first Tetris, 41,000, 37,000 for Tristop. So Gwafey out to an early lead after, I don't know, that was a little scary. All right, Tetris for Tristop. There's one for Gwafey, 111 for him. All right, they are 4,000 points apart. Same line count. Hilbert Space with the $20 contribution to the prize pool. That's going to get us up to $1,340. Another Tetris, Gwafey, 156. A skimming a Tetris for Gwafey. Tristop could use an L, gets an L for that left side. And he's actually going to set up Dirty and get it. Column 1, Dirty Tetris, Tristop, 202. He's setting up again and gets a good, perfect transfer over to the column 10 right side well. 248 for Tristop, 249 for Gwafey. When will Tap Masters start Vandy? Well, qualifying ends on July 12th, and the tournament will begin soon after that and take place throughout the following 4 weeks, according to player availability. 270 for Tristop, 297 for Gwafey. Another Tetris for Tristop. Oh, gonna pull back that S and tuck that O piece, but ends up having to plug the well anyway. But yeah, very droughty seed right now. And maybe it'll start being normal again at some point. Although sometimes I'll be like, wow, what a droughty seed. And it'll be just like, oh, this is, normal. So right now, most pieces are in the mid 30s. Bars are at 29. S's are at 51. 30 bars, 51 S's. Everything else is like clustering around the 30s. Is Tap Masters tap and DAS or tap only? It's tap and DAS. You can DAS. Because if like someone was playing and their hand started to hurt and wanted to play DAS a little bit, I wouldn't be like, no, you must continue to you know, and then if you're going to allow any DAS at all, then you may as well just allow DAS. And plus, I don't know that there's enough players able to tap better than every DAS player. So I'm opting to have, you know, high quality of play versus literally everyone be a tapper. A tap medical timeout possible? Yeah, but if you hurt, it's not like it's gonna get better in 2 seconds. Like, you gotta take significant time off, right? So. All right, 5-11 for Gwafey. Longbar gets down. Tetris 534. Skimming at Tetris there for Gwafey 557. Tetris Tristop 540 into 19. So yeah, if you want to, obviously since tap is available, you don't have to follow Spirit of DAS. If you're a DAS player, you can double quick tap. You can slow tap all the way through. It's fine. I mean, it sounds better than hybrid. Tap Master sounds better than Hybrid Masters, right? Which I don't even know what that is. Yeah, Moya can still tap, just can't do the raking. Like, raking is not allowed. I consider that to be a multi-finger attack. $6.57 for Gwafey. The only thing is the alternating tap is, I don't know. To me, that's not necessarily Spirit of Tap, but basically, I want to wear everyone's elbows out. I want to destroy your elbows and shoulders. All right, 717 for Gwafey, 772 for Tristop. Tetris Gwafey 749. Gwafey's got to win this one to stay in this tournament. You want to do elbow? I don't know what elbow masters means, but okay. All right, Gwafey trying to find something to... There you go, with the pullback of that bar. Did get set up for a moment, but now he's left with like 2 T-spin setups and no T's, so just got to get rid of those. Ends up getting no T-spins out of 2 T-spin setups. Oh no. It's going to be tough. Gwafey needs a bar like right now. And there is the bar that'll take it down for a triple. 8-14 for him. A69 for Tristop. Tetris for Tristop. B03. Gwafey still down sacking. Has 15 lines to go until 29. We should be able to bring this down. Tristop 1 away. He's set up. He's got a B07 long bar in Tetris. Tristop B43. Gwafey good and clean and ready to Tetris. Covers here. Long bar over Tetris. Gwafey's into 29 at 880. All right, Gwafey bringing this down. 888. Tristop B64. Tristop set up again for a Tetris. Gets it. CO2. He's got the 1.2 million. And Gwafey board starting to climb a bit. All right, there we go. Oh, a couple of nice pieces here for Gwafey. Got a route out of this. A bar would help. Gets the bar. Needs another one for the Tetris. Trying to keep it open. bringing the stack down. He's out of Tetris readiness, but he's still playing. And a long bar over Tetris Gwafey. 965 for him. D09 for Tristop. The 1.3 for Tristop. Gwafey back by about 340,000 points. Has got to find a way to make this up somehow over the next 50 lines. Tetris is on 34. Are worth 42,000 points. It's a lot of ground to cover. A38, he's got the max out finally on 34. Tristop with the 1.4. Tetris for Gwafey, A94. Tetris for Tristop, F28. There's a Tetris Gwafey, B47. Another Tetris for Tristop. He's one away for the rollover, B94 for Gwafey. He's still got 18 lines to work with. Tristop with the rollover. Long bar over Tetris Gwafey, C43. And I don't know what he's going to be able to do to catch up here. He's got 8 lines to go, and he's just not really anywhere close. And another Tetris to close it out for Tristop with the 1.7 million. So a sweep here for Tristop over Gwafey. Kind of early, relatively early top outs in those first 2 games for Gwafey, unfortunately. And then, amazing game here from both players in game number 3. Really gutsy, gritty game for Gwafey just to get to that point. Really overcame a lot of bad boards. And hey, everybody, this is your old pal Vandweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. Join our Discord server, the largest classic Tetris community online, at ctm.gg/discord, and follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day.